Today is a bit of a reset day for us, as Sundays usually are. It's kind of a day that we take off, but not really, because we clean our house up a bit. We try and get some meal prep done and, clean, like doing dishes, which is something that is a big part of being a food creator. I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I'm going to meal prep today because I want to have a lot more prepped food, prepped snacks throughout the week, because I'm just so busy all the time that sometimes it's nice to not have to cook every day, which is ironic because I'm a food blogger. Alright, so we're making a brand new recipe I've never tried before. We're making blueberry lemon poppyseed baked oats. We're going to make a couple flax eggs by mixing some ground flaxseed with a few tablespoons of water and let it thicken up for a few minutes. Then we're going to mash one whole banana into a large bowl, followed by zesting one whole lemon, and then we're going to transfer all that lovely lemon zest into the bowl with the mashed bananas. Then take that whole lemon and squeeze out all the juice, so that's going to give it that extra lemony flavor, plus a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Then add in your flax egg and mix it all up until it is very, very well combined. Set that aside for a few minutes and grab yourself a large casserole dish and add 3 cups of rolled oats plus half a cup of almond flour and about 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. We're going to add some baking powder and salt plus some monk fruit sweetener just to give it a little extra sweetness. And then mix it all until it's very well combined. To your bowl of wet ingredients, we're going to add enough water and soy milk to measure about 3.5 cups, and then just whisk that all together until it's a nice uniform mixture, and then just pour that into the oat mixture and mix it all up until there's no dry spots left. Then we're going to add some frozen or fresh blueberries, about 2 cups, and mix it until they're fully combined. Next, bake it for 40 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit until it comes out looking something like this. It should be kind of firm to the touch, but not goopy or mushy. And then serve it up as you please. This made my house smell so good, you guys. The combination of the lemon poppy seed plus the blueberry was so good. I knew it would be good, but I didn't know it would be this good. Okay, this is good. Lemon, poppy seed, blueberry with a hint of banana, baked oats. I feel like it maybe could use a little bit more of the lemony essence, so maybe next time I'll do like the zest of 1.5 lemons, but this is really good. And I have leftovers, so that will prep me for the next 2 mornings. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this energy boosting, delicious, healthy, fiber packed breakfast, and check in with you at lunchtime. For lunch today, I'm going to be making a big pot of borscht, which is a delicious beet soup, and I'm also going to make some delicious cornbread to go along with it. It's a cornbread recipe that has white beans in it, which is so awesome because it adds this kind of sneaky bean into your cornbread, giving you extra protein, and it's undetectable. And then while I have the cornbread baking, I'm going to work out because I still haven't worked out yet, and it's almost lunchtime and I'm kind of getting hungry again. So I'm going to show you guys how to make cornbread. So we're going to start off this recipe again like we did with the previous one by making a few flax eggs, and then we're going to combine some soy milk and a little bit of apple cider vinegar to create vegan buttermilk. When you mix it together, it's going to curdle slightly so it gets kind of thick and chunky. I know it sounds gross, but it's not. Then we're going to take some white kidney beans and add them to a blender with a teaspoon of water with that buttermilk, and we're going to add our flax eggs plus some maple syrup, which is just going to round out the flavors, and then blend it all together until it is very smooth with no chunks remaining. Then to the blender, add in 1 cup of cornmeal. I believe I used a medium or fine grind cornmeal. Then add in 1 cup of a gluten-free all-purpose flour blend, followed by some spices and baking powder and soda, and then blend it all together until it is a nice thick cornbread batter. Then take a square baking tin, line it with some parchment paper, and smooth it out until it's in a nice even layer. And we're just going to pop it in the oven and bake it for about 30 minutes until it comes out looking something like this. So while that was baking, I got a head start and began making my big pot of borscht. So I took all of these veggies and I chopped them up in my food processor. It just made the process go so much faster. And then to a big stock pot, I just cooked the veggies down first for 5 minutes, let them sweat out a bit. And then we added in some bay leaves, some fresh garlic, and a lot of hot veggie broth. And then we just are going to let that cook down for about 10 minutes, and then in the meantime I just sliced up my cornbread because I had nothing else to do. And oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you guys how delicious this looks. Well, I guess you can already see how delicious it looks. Anyway, moving on. Lemon juice for a little bit of tang, some fresh dill, black pepper, some tomato paste, and we just kind of mix that all together and let it cook down for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then ladled it up and served it with some vegan sour cream. I think this is actually just plain vegan yogurt, which you can totally use as well if you don't have vegan sour cream. And voila, there is your big, beautiful, colorful bowl of borscht. Served it up, of course, with a few toasted slices of cornbread. Delicious. I know it's spring, but it doesn't really feel quite like spring yet, so I'm still kind of in soup mode, so thus the borscht. Bon appetit! Oh my god, that is so good! Ah, I could eat my body weight in this soup. Okay, I gotta get in on the cornbread. So today was just a lemon poppy seed kind of day, so I decided to make some Bliss Balls. I blended up some oats to make oat flour, and into a food processor added it with some almond flour and some sunflower seeds, then just pulsed it until it was a very coarse blend. Then I added a few soaked medjool dates for some sweetness, plus a few tablespoons of peanut butter and vanilla, and some lemon zest and lemon juice. All very delicious flavors. Added a pinch of salt to bring out all the flavors, and then just blitzed it up until it was nice and smooth like this. And I just scooped it into a bowl so that I could add in the poppy seeds and mix them in. I probably shouldn't have done it by hand because it stuck to my hands like crazy, but and then I got to my senses and used a spatula. I honestly could have eaten that whole bowl of dough just in one sitting. It was so good. But I restrained myself and rolled them into a dozen little Bliss Balls. That's about how much this recipe will give you, depending on how big you make them. Oh my god, you guys. I'm telling you, these were next level. Okay, let's try one of these out. Oh my god. That's so good. Brad, you gotta try one of these. They're freaking epic. Welcome to tonight's episode of Sunset Spiralizing. Oh my goodness, look at this. Bouncy. I love making sushi bowls. Not so much in the winter. I guess I haven't really been craving them much in the winter, but like as soon as spring hits and the weather warms up and it's like sunshiny and nice outside, I'm always craving salads and bowls and sushi and all that stuff. So it just felt right. It felt like the right thing to do. I've got some rice cooking on the stove right now, some brown sushi rice, so that'll be great. I've got a zucchini, carrot, beets, and cabbage, and I've also got a block of extra firm tofu pressing right here, and I could take this a step further and marinate my tofu. I have 2 recipes right up here for you on like my 2 favorite ways to prepare and cook tofu. Oh, my eye harvest just turned off. But I'm going to be a little bit lazy today and I'm not doing anything with the tofu. I'm gonna show you guys how I make my sushi bowls. So you start off with a bowl and we're gonna add in our rice. So that is going to be our healthy carb, which will help to keep us full. So I spiralized some zucchini. It's kind of weird, I've never had to rip apart my zucchini before. I also have some carrots. Again, this whole spiralizing thing was like totally random and it's not something I normally do. I would normally just shred this, but I felt like being creative. Some beets. Oh, this is like major beets. Ooh, I can't even rip these. Note to self, chop the beet spirals. And got some cabbage. Ooh, I forgot to add one thing. This nutritional yeast, I do like to use this just to add extra flavor when I haven't really seasoned anything. So with this rice, I would have sprinkled this right on top of the rice before I added the veggies, but that's okay. Add some of our tofu. So I'm gonna do a good handful. Just kind of pop that in the middle. Sriracha, I like it spicy, so I'm gonna add some. Now, I don't know, don't judge me about using hoisin? Hoisin? I don't know how to say it. This is, again, one of the only Asian-ish sauces I had in my fridge. If I hadn't run out of soy sauce, I would have used that. I got some green onion as well. Smoked kelp flakes. They are so good. You can literally add these to like any savory dish you want, and it will just make it tastes so freaking good. I have one of those containers of these little nori snacks. I usually just split the deck. I'll take half, he'll take half. I'll just put those on the side. Or you can crumble them up. You can like take one of these and like scoop up a mouthful or just crumble them up. There is my very simple sushi bowl, you guys. It's so versatile. You can make it however you want. You just need a few key components like rice or a grain, some tofu, some nori of some kind or kelp, and some veggies, and that's pretty much it. If you want, you can add edamame as well to give yourself some extra protein, but the tofu is perfectly fine on its own. Okay, I want some spiralized something in my mouth. Oh boy. There's really no need to get fancy with the meal prep when making a sushi bowl. I literally just would chop a veggie, put it in a container. Chop a veggie, put it in a container. Everything can be kept in your fridge separately. There's no need to like make your sushi bowls ahead of time if you don't want to. I mean, you can if you're taking it with you or you need it to be like a to-go lunch, but if you need an at-home lunch, definitely just keep everything, each component in its own separate container in your fridge. That way you can just assemble as you feel you need to eat, and Bob's your uncle. It's been a really long day, a full day, a great day. I'm glad I got to show you guys some of the meals and snacks that I prepped for this week, and I hope it gives you some inspiration and some ideas for how you can prep for your week. And yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around for this long. If you have, you guys are my heroes. If you like this video and you enjoyed this kind of a video with more voiceover and sped up recipes of what I would make in a week, please let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe below. I hope to see you guys in a future or past video. Bye guys.